if students' basic needs are not met? How does this affect students' learning? We will be focusing on the basic needs of students, social belonging needs of students, and self-esteem needs of students. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, this is what students need to be successful in school. So again, we are going to focus on the physiological needs, which is breathing, food, water, shelter, clothing, and sleep, love and belonging, friendships, family, intimacy, and sense of connection, and then thirdly, self-esteem, which is confidence, achievement, respect of others, and the need to be a unique individual. I interviewed 2 students about food and sleep and how it affected them at school. And student 1 told me that when they are hungry and at school they don't have enough food, they can't think when they are hungry. When they come to school tired, they lay their head down and just fall asleep, which helps nothing because they are not getting the information the teacher is giving them. Student 2 told me that when they are hungry at school, it makes them feel sad. They think about their favorite food and what they wish they had, and they can't focus on their math lesson. Their stomach growls, and all they can think about is food. Student 2 also stated that when they are tired and they come to school, that not having enough sleep will make them angry. They aren't able to concentrate, and they don't feel right while they're at school. How much sleep do students need? We're going to focus on ages 6 to 13, which is the elementary ages that my degree will cover. Their recommended amount of hours are 9 to 11 hours of sleep per night. If students don't get this, it can cause everything to be out of whack and they cannot focus on their school. Both students I interviewed told me that when they are hungry, they cannot hear the teacher and what they are trying to teach them, so their mind's not there because their basic first level of their needs, which is food, is not being met. And this often happens a lot at schools that I've seen in or subbed in or have been in a field. These kids don't get enough time to get through the line, and the food is being thrown away, and then they're hungry, and so that ruins their whole day. Not having enough food or the nutrients your body needs, it causes students to have illnesses, which causes absences, and then the students behind at school. They lose their thinking skills. It causes more behavior issues and also health issues, which all can affect their grades. Food and high trans and saturated fats cause your brain to have issues, which allows you not to be able to learn, and you cannot retain the information you are being taught. Lack of sleep while you're at school, it causes students to have mood swings. It causes them to have impatient behavior, aggression towards students and teachers. It makes them have poor self-esteem. And eating, this also can cause them to eat more than their body needs. And this causes high blood pressure and other illnesses. They can't focus on what's being presented, and they can no longer remember what has already been previously taught when they cannot sleep, when they don't have enough sleep. Social belonging. Students need to feel like they belong at school. So both students I interviewed felt strongly about this, and then student 1 told me that friends are important because if you have none, that you have no one to play with at recess, you won't have anybody to talk to, you have nothing to look forward to. This student feels lonely and sad and often feels jealous when they see other kids that have friends and then they don't. Not having friends affects learning because it makes them mad and they can't focus and they don't feel right. Student 2 claimed that it makes them have a sad day and they have nobody to talk to. Makes them feel left out and sad when no one wants to hang out with them, and it affects learning because they feel lonely and sad, and they're just lonely and they can't focus on the lesson. So what is social belonging? This is what humans need to be accepted. They want to be accepted by their peers, family, teachers. Students that feel valued, comfortable with their classmates have less behavior issues. Students feel support from their peers, and this affects their mental health, feelings, and anxiety in a good way. If they do not feel valued or like they belong, then students will have problems in schools, socially and academically. Sense of belonging makes you feel like you have a purpose, worth, and social control, which all makes your mental health stronger. This can be coming from forms of friends, family, teachers, principals. Self-esteem basically is your own belief in how much worth you are or ability to have self-respect. Teachers can promote this. They need to be positive with their students, know what coping strategies students use to hide this lack of self-esteem, and then that way you can help them to boost their self-esteem. Get to know your students, know what makes them strong, what makes them weak, include them in activities, give them responsibilities. Research shows that students remember being involved in activities. Praise and encourage them and show them how well they are doing. Being a unique individual is important. Students need to be able to be who they are and no matter what, so people won't judge them. Low self-esteem decreases the urge to learn, the ability to stay focused, and risk-taking. Positive self-esteem is a main factor in school success. It helps a student's foundation of learning. And these are the resources I use, but students need to have food and sleep. They need to be socially accepted at school, and they also have to have self-esteem to help them to be academically successful.